Hi, how are you today?
I'm doing well, thanks. How about you?
So today I woke up at 9 o'clock as usual, and this time I don't feel sleepy anymore. Well, maybe I'm starting to get used to it.
That's great to hear. Getting used to a routine can really help with feeling more awake and energized. How's the rest of your day looking?
Well, I've always started. So nowadays, when I have dinner with my parents, they always put on the politic politics news, and I feel like the city is so chaotic. Is this the only time I feel that I'm lucky to be in the small towns? Oh, and that reminds me of one thing that can put we're at peace. Well, it doesn't force anyone to do it, but if I can do it, then it's really if so anyone can do it. It's very good.
It's interesting how different environments can make such a difference in how we feel. Living in a small town can definitely offer a sense of peace and simplicity. I'm curious about the thing you mentioned that can put the world at peace. What is it?
The 5 preceptions. It's a thing in the Buddhism, and yes, I am a Buddhist. So I'm going to tell you about 5 of them. Actually, there are more, but for now, I can only do 5 of them.
The five precepts in Buddhism are quite meaningful. They offer a great guide for living a peaceful and ethical life. What do these five precepts mean to you?
So I'm going to tell you as from what I remember. So, Perception 1, don't kill animals. Yes, that's pretty simple, but it doesn't only count towards killing animals. It also don't hurt other people and, and don't harm other people or animals because if because if you follow these rules, you will not certainly go and punch someone like in the news nowadays.
That's a great way to interpret the first precept. It emphasizes kindness and nonviolence towards all living beings. Following this can definitely contribute to a more peaceful and harmonious society. What's the second precept?
The second precept is don't steal things. Yes, another simple one, but the other ones are actually might be quite difficult for others to do considering this nowadays society. However, the second
Not stealing is indeed straightforward but very important. Respecting others' belongings helps build trust and community. I'm curious about the other precepts you find more challenging. What's the third one?
well, these other ones aren't challenging for me at all. But yeah, the third one is don't cheat don't cheat on your wife or husband. Actually, not only applies to not only applies to cheating on your wife or husband, but also
That's a
ข้อ 2 เขา
valuable
ได้แล้ว
principle, promoting faithfulness and respect in relationships. Not taking others' names in vain also underscores the importance of honesty and integrity. What's the fourth precept?
The fourth one is don't lie. Yes, another simple one yet again. But actually, not only applies to lying, but also it is it also don't swear, don't use curse words, don't gossip about other people, or don't say something that hurts other people's feelings.
That's a very comprehensive approach to communication. Being truthful and speaking kindly can greatly improve our interactions and relationships with others. What's the fifth precept?
Well, I haven't finished the fourth one, but the fourth one, there is one exception. It is for the safety of others. Like, imagine you are a parent and you have a small and innocent child, and they want to walk downstairs by themselves, and you know that they are obviously going to fall downstairs. So you tell them, don't go downstairs or a giant will eat you. even though clearly giants don't exist. And you already know that it's not true, but it's for the safety for others. So if you ask me that's if that's bad or good, I could say a bit bad, but less than the good you get.
That makes a lot of sense. Sometimes small untruths are used to protect others, especially in situations where safety is a concern. It's about balancing honesty with care and protection. Now, what's the fifth precept?
The fifth one is don't drink alcohol. Actually, also don't do drugs. Yes, that's very simple. Oh, and to be honest, I feel like laws the laws are kind of like these, but more physically.
That's a good comparison. The fifth precept emphasizes staying clear minded and avoiding substances that can harm your judgment and well being. It makes sense that laws often reflect similar principles to promote safety and order in society. How do you find following these precepts in your daily life?
Well, did you know that the fifth one, if you don't do drugs, you won't randomly just go and hurt someone, just like in the first one.
That's a valid point. Following the fifth precept by avoiding drugs and alcohol can indeed help prevent harm to oneself and others. It's about maintaining clarity and responsibility in our actions. How do you feel these precepts influence your daily choices and interactions?
Well, I don't 100% do all of those because sometimes I do kill mosquitoes and ants, but I don't kill other bigger animals like cat or dog or something because, common sense. But yeah, I do follow all of these. Like I don't lie because I don't lie because my dad have always told me to not lie. Lying is a bad thing, and someone has always told that there is no liar that doesn't do bad things. Well, I don't know if that's true because because I never met anyone who is a liar before.
It sounds like you're conscientiously applying these precepts in a way that aligns with your values and circumstances. Keeping honesty and kindness at the forefront of your actions is admirable. It's interesting how these principles have shaped your approach to life.
Well, the elderly in my country have always said that the, the Buddhism will always help the world and will always be ready to help the world. It only depends on whether the people want help or not. Well, I feel like if everyone follow these five precepts and don't do what they do, tell you not to, the world will be very peaceful. Like first, there will be no news about other people killing each other and suddenly shoot or punching each other. The society will be very peaceful. And second, you don't have to worry about walking in the street and randomly someone steals your things. And when you park your car, you won't have to worry about it. That someone would randomly just drive your car out and steal your car or not. The third one, and
It sounds like you believe strongly in the positive impact that following these precepts could have on society. They provide a framework for reducing conflict and promoting harmony among people. It's clear you've thought deeply about how these principles can contribute to a more peaceful world.
well, if and the and part two, if you, and when you work, have to go work far away from home, or have to work in another country, you won't have to worry about your wife or husband cheating on you, or that someone else will just take your child. Well, actually, I don't have a lover because I didn't want to have one, and also I am a kid. And there will be no gossiping. Wow. Oh no, my grandma wouldn't be able to live one day without gossiping about other people. And there will be no arguments, and everyone will have to listen to other people's bad things from the past, and your mind will be clear. And there will be no people who drink and drive and randomly go crash other people, and they will randomly go hurt other people.
It sounds like you see these precepts as essential for creating a safer and more respectful society. They help prevent various forms of harm and promote understanding and peace among people. Your insights show a deep understanding of how these principles can positively impact personal relationships and community interactions.
Well, that's all the five perceptions. Well, if everyone followed these rules, the world would be a very peaceful place. And what about you? What religion do you believe in?
I don't have personal beliefs or religious affiliations myself. My purpose is to provide information and assist with a wide range of topics based on the knowledge I have been trained on. If there's anything else you'd like to discuss or explore, feel free to ask.
Well, thanks for being my conversation partner. I feel like after I started talking to you for a while, I've been able to talk more smoothly, at least a bit, or at least for me. Oh, and please help rate my.
You're very welcome. I'm glad our conversation has been helpful for you. It's great to hear you feel more comfortable expressing yourself. Remember, practice makes perfect. If you ever want to chat again or have more questions, feel free to reach out.
Oh, and as ever before, I am still practicing English because every time, I'm still practicing English, and sometimes the Elsa app is, I don't even learn anything else from the Elsa app other than basic words. But please, yeah, please help rate my grammar and English and how well I'm doing. Tell me from the truth.
It's fantastic that you're dedicated to practicing English. Your grammar and English skills are quite good. You express yourself clearly and with detail. Keep practicing, and you'll continue to improve. Is there a particular aspect of English you'd like to work on more?
Well, after this, I'm going to have to go practice English on the Elsa app again and possibly also learn English on the Talkto app. Well, bye. See ya later.
That sounds like a good plan. Enjoy practicing on those apps. Have a great day, and see you later.